Alright traders, George here, and I want to show you what I'm looking at on the S&P futures via the balance beam model. Recently in the live room I've been directing your attention to this head and shoulders style topping pattern here, checking to see if we're going to find support or break below, and this flag structure pattern here with this uptrend line, with that being broken here and then 1678 as a trigger to move into this larger scale air pocket. Well, you can see price move pretty quickly once that happened, and we basically moved quickly down to 58. That's the ceiling of this balance beam here. We parked it there for a bit and then drove down today right to the dominator here at about 44. As a rally impulse goes, we're just a little bit south of the 382 retrace. There's some good confluence between that ratio, this balance beam, as well as the 100 projection here. This zone is about 42 to about 48, and we're at 44.50 right now. This is setting up either a continuation of this sell impulse or a potential bounce. So if you look for price to move over 48 as strength, that there is a bounce underway, that air pocket that helped move price down will also help move price back up. In that case, we'll look for 57.75, 69, and 85.50 is the three main upside targets. If price moves below 42 and we start trading below 42, this air pocket then could move price down, and what was an old target here, 1627, still is active here. So at about 28 3/4, we've got some confluence between more fib ratios as well as balance beams, and below that yet another zone at about 1613, okay, a little bit lower to 1611 1/4. Those are the two primary targets below where we are right now. We could see some noise with some oscillation of price above 48, back down below 42, and then back up. Ultimately, what you want to think about is being a buyer above and a seller below this balance beam. And this is where a lot of new traders are going to have a very difficult time. If traders get long in this zone here and they hold breaks below, they could see price moving against them pretty quickly. Likewise, shorts that haven't covered yet, or shorts that just got short and are holding over 48, they could see price moving against them 10 points very quickly, and that could create some commotion there as well. Whichever side owns this property, 48 to 42, they're likely going to dictate price further in that direction. The bullish impulse here will remain bullish until this swing low is taken out. As far as retraces go, at the 382, if the bulls can hold it here, there's a very high chance that we're going to retest these highs up at 1700, 1705s. If this area breaks down, the 50 and the 618 retrace are common areas to see retraces hold while this impulse remains bullish. If we get below 1611s, 1610s, 1608s in that region there, that's really going to take some of the steam out of this rally impulse. Not to say that we've never pulled back to a 786 and made our way up, but it's just a lot more difficult, especially with this kind of overhead resistance at that point. So that's what I'm looking at for now. Really, 42 to 48, those are the gateways to upside and downside. And there's a lot of confluence with these balance beams and these ratios here. That's your update. We'll see you back in the live room.